As the sun begins to dip below the horizon and darkness descends upon the world, everything takes on an eerie and foreboding aura. The shadows grow longer, the wind picks up, and strange noises fill the air. It is during these ominous hours that the black-eyed kids are said to roam. But what exactly are these beings? Black-eyed kids are mysterious creatures, often described as young children between the ages of 6 and 16 with completely black eyes. They are said to approach people at night, asking for help or a ride, and leaving their victims with a feeling of overwhelming dread. The origins of these mysterious beings are unknown, but their existence has been reported in various parts of the world, with countless chilling encounters being shared on internet forums and whispered about in hushed tones. What makes the black-eyed kids so compelling is not just the fear that they instill in people, but also the inexplicable nature of their appearance and behavior. As we continue to explore the world of the unknown, we delve into the lore of the black-eyed kids. Their existence is a mystery that continues to haunt us, whether they are simply a figment of our imagination or something more sinister. And that's why, here on Midnight Musings, we explore the mysteries of the world that leave you questioning everything you thought you knew. Before we dive into the chilling world of the black-eyed children, we'd like to ask for your support. We know that exploring the unknown and unexplained is a passion we share with many of you. The countless hours we spend researching, piecing together stories, and creating these videos are driven by our dedication to understanding the mysteries of our world. By liking, commenting, and subscribing, you're not just helping our channel grow, you're joining us on this incredible journey. So, let's embark on this adventure together and see where it takes us. The black-eyed children are a topic of great fascination and terror for many people. From their completely black eyes to their eerie and unsettling behavior, they have captured the imagination and fear of people around the world. As we explore their story, we invite you to join us on a journey into the unknown to discover the truth behind the black-eyed kids and their mysterious nature. These children are often described as wearing outdated clothing, which only adds to their eerie and otherworldly nature. In terms of behavior, black-eyed children have been known to approach people late at night, often in secluded areas, and ask for rides, assistance, or simply to be let inside homes or vehicles. Their strange behavior and appearance often instill an overwhelming sense of fear or dread in those who encounter them. While there are many reported encounters with these enigmatic beings, one particular story stands out as the beginning of the legend of the black-eyed kids. This tale not only highlights the chilling nature of their appearances, but also serves as a cautionary reminder of the dangers that may lurk within the shadows. So sit back, relax, and prepare yourself for a story that will make your heart race with anxiety. The year was 1996, and a man named Bethel was sitting in his car in the parking lot of a movie theater in Abilene, Texas. As he sorted through his mail, a knock on his driver's side window startled him. Looking up, he saw two young boys, approximately 10 and 12 years old, standing outside his car. The boys were wearing hoodies, and their eyes were completely black. No whites, no irises, just an endless void of darkness. Feeling an inexplicable sense of unease, Bethel hesitated to open the window. The The boys asked for a ride to their mother's house, claiming they had left their money at home and needed to retrieve it to watch a movie. Despite his growing fear, Bethel felt an almost irresistible urge to comply with their request. However, his instincts warned him that something was terribly wrong. With a surge of adrenaline, Bethel broke free from the strange compulsion and refused the boys' request. As he drove away from the parking lot, he couldn't shake the feeling that he had narrowly escaped something truly sinister. This encounter would become one of the earliest documented cases of an encounter with the black-eyed children, and the beginning of a chilling and enduring legend. One fateful evening, a woman named Melissa found herself waiting for her friends outside a local movie theater. As she leaned against a wall, passing the time by scrolling through her phone, she noticed two children approaching her out of the corner of her eye. The boys, appearing to be around 10 and 12 years old, had an unsettling presence that immediately put Melissa on edge. Unsure of their intentions, Melissa tried to ignore them, but the boys continued to close the distance between them. As they came closer, she couldn't help but notice their eyes, pitch black, like two abysses staring right at her. Her heart began to race, and a suffocating feeling of dread washed over her. The older of the two boys asked Melissa if she could give them a ride home, explaining that they had forgotten their money and needed to get it before the movie started. Despite her growing terror, Melissa felt a bizarre compulsion to agree to their request. She attempted to resist the urge, her instincts screaming at her that something was very wrong. Just as she was about to succumb to the strange desire to help the boys, Melissa's friends emerged from the theater. The distraction broke the spell, and she quickly excused herself, rushing to join her friends. As they walked away, Melissa glanced back, only to find that the boys had disappeared without a trace. The experience left her shaken and traumatized. Melissa couldn't shake the feeling that she had narrowly avoided a terrible fate, the nature of which she couldn't even begin to comprehend. Her story serves as a chilling reminder of the insidious nature of the black-eyed children and the danger they may pose to those who cross their path. As we continue to delve deeper into the legend of the black-eyed children, the next encounter we will examine is one that occurred on a quiet, suburban street. This story introduces new elements to the phenomenon, further illustrating the disturbing and enigmatic nature of these mysterious beings. Late one night, a man named James was driving down a remote country road on his way home from work. The moonlight cast eerie shadows across the desolate landscape, and a chill hung in the air. As he rounded a bend, his headlights suddenly illuminated two children standing in the middle of the road. He slammed on the brakes, his heart pounding in his chest. As James's pulse slowed, he took a closer look at the children. They appeared to be a girl and a boy, both around 10 years old, dressed in old-fashioned clothing. But what truly unnerved him were their eyes. They were completely black, void of any emotion or humanity. A primal fear surged through his body, making him shudder. Despite his instincts screaming at him to drive away, James couldn't help but roll down his window, compelled to ask if they were lost or needed help. The girl spoke in a monotone voice, asking if he could give them a ride to their home. As she spoke, James felt an inexplicable urge to obey, but a growing sense of dread gnawed at the back of his mind. Summoning every ounce of his willpower, James resisted the compulsion and apologized, saying he couldn't help them. He quickly rolled up the window, put the car in gear, and sped away, leaving the black-eyed children behind. As he drove, he glanced in the rearview mirror, only to find that the children had vanished into the darkness. James's encounter left him rattled and questioning the nature of the black-eyed children. Were they merely lost souls, or something far more sinister? As we've explored these chilling encounters, we must now explore the history and origin of the black-eyed children phenomenon to better understand the theories surrounding their existence. The black-eyed children phenomenon traces its roots back to the late 20th century. The earliest known encounter occurred in 1996, when journalist Brian Bethel had a chilling experience with two black-eyed children outside a movie theater in Abilene, Texas. Bethel's account quickly gained attention, and soon others began to share their own harrowing experiences with these eerie beings. As the phenomenon spread, people from all walks of life reported encounters with black-eyed children across the globe. From the urban sprawl of New York City to the lonely back roads of the Australian outback, these stories followed a similar pattern, with the children appearing out of nowhere and attempting to gain entry into homes or vehicles. The growth of the internet only fueled the fire, allowing people to share their stories and connect with others who had experienced these unnerving encounters. Theories abounded as to the origins and intentions of the black-eyed children, ranging from alien hybrids and supernatural beings to government experiments gone wrong. Despite the countless tales of encounters with the black-eyed children, there is still much we don't know about them. But one thing is for certain: their stories continue to captivate and terrify us. Our next encounter story takes us to a small, isolated cabin in the woods, where a family had a chilling encounter with these enigmatic beings. In the dead of night, a family of 4 had retreated to their secluded cabin in the woods for a quiet weekend getaway. The darkness outside was only interrupted by the faint glow of the moon and the flickering light of the fireplace inside the cabin. As the family settled in for the evening, a sudden knock at the door caught them off guard. Hesitantly, the father approached the door, peering through the peephole. On the other side, he saw 2 children, a boy and a girl, both with pale skin and dressed in tattered clothes. Their eyes were hidden under the shadows cast by their hooded jackets. The father cracked the door open, just enough to speak to the children. "Can we help you?" he asked, his voice wavering with unease. "We just need to use your phone," the girl whispered, her voice strangely monotone. A sudden wave of dread washed over the father, and he instinctively knew that something was terribly wrong. As he hesitated, the boy lifted his head, revealing the pitch-black eyes that were now seared into the father's mind. Paralyzed with fear, the father slammed the door shut, locking it with trembling hands. The family huddled together in the living room, hearts pounding as the knocks continued, growing louder and more insistent. Despite the terror they felt, the family refused to open the door, unsure of what these black-eyed children were capable of. As the night wore on, the knocking eventually ceased, and the black-eyed children seemingly vanished into the darkness. The family's harrowing experience left them searching for answers, as so many others have before them. But as we delve deeper into the mystery of the black-eyed children, it becomes clear that the truth may be far more elusive than we ever imagined. Late one night, Emily had just finished her shift at a local diner and was walking to her car in the dimly lit parking lot. As she approached her vehicle, she noticed a figure standing near the driver's side door. As she drew closer, she realized it was a young boy, no more than 10 years old, with his head bowed and long, dark hair obscuring his face. Emily felt a shiver run down her spine as she asked the boy if he needed help. The boy lifted his head, revealing his chilling black eyes. A feeling of dread washed over her, but she couldn't seem to look away. In a soft, monotone voice, he asked if he could get a ride to his house, insisting that he had forgotten the way. Emily's instinct told her to flee, but she found herself hesitating, as if the boy's gaze had her locked in place. Mustering all her courage, she refused the request, her voice wavering with fear. The boy's expression didn't change, but he persisted, growing more demanding with each request. Finally, Emily managed to break the boy's gaze, fumbled with her keys, and quickly unlocked her car. As she started the engine, she saw the boy's face contort into an expression of rage. Emily slammed the car into gear and sped away, leaving the black-eyed child behind. Her heart pounding, Emily couldn't shake the unnerving feeling that she had narrowly escaped something truly sinister. The encounter left her questioning the true nature of the black-eyed children, wondering what might have happened had she given in to the boy's demands. As more and more people come forward with their own chilling experiences, we can't help but ask ourselves, what are these black-eyed children? Are they harbingers of doom, visitors from another world, or simply the product of our own collective fears? Let's explore some of the most popular theories surrounding these enigmatic beings. As the legend of the black-eyed children has spread, various theories have been proposed to explain these strange encounters. Let's explore some of the most prevalent ideas. One possibility is that the phenomenon is a result of psychological factors, such as mass hysteria or hallucinations. The power of suggestion and the human mind's ability to conjure up terrifying images could explain why so many people report similar encounters with black-eyed children. In times of high stress or fear, our minds can play tricks on us, causing us to see and hear things that aren't really there. Another theory posits that black-eyed children are supernatural entities, such as ghosts, spirits, or demons. These beings are said to feed on fear and negative emotions, making their victims vulnerable to their malevolent intentions. Some believe that letting a black-eyed child into your home or car would result in misfortune or even death. A more outlandish theory suggests that black-eyed children are actually extraterrestrial beings, using advanced technology to manipulate human perception. Their true intentions are unknown, but some speculate that they could be conducting experiments or even scouting for potential abductees. From a scientific standpoint, some argue that black-eyed children could be the result of a rare genetic condition causing the eyes to appear black. Others have suggested that infrasound, a low-frequency sound that is inaudible to humans but can cause feelings of dread and unease, might be responsible for the intense fear experienced during these encounters. As we consider the various theories surrounding the black-eyed children phenomenon, and recall each of the previous stories, it's essential to remember that each encounter is unique, and there may be no explanation for the paranormal. Throughout this exploration, we've delved into the chilling encounters people have had with the enigmatic black-eyed children. From a movie theater to a remote country road, from a parking lot stalker to a cabin in the woods, each experience has left its mark on those who have come face to face with these eerie beings. We've also examined various theories attempting to explain their existence, ranging from psychological factors to supernatural entities, extraterrestrial beings, and scientific explanations. Despite the many stories and theories, the mystery of the black-eyed children remains unsolved. These encounters continue to captivate and frighten, leaving us with an unsettling feeling that there may be more to this phenomenon than meets the eye. As long as their true nature remains unknown, the black-eyed children will continue to haunt the minds of those who have crossed their path and those who hear their stories. If you've had an encounter with the black-eyed children, or if you have any theories about their origins, we'd love to hear from you. Please share your thoughts and experiences in the comments below. Your contribution may help shed light on this enigmatic phenomenon and bring us closer to unraveling the mystery of the black-eyed children. We want to extend our heartfelt gratitude to all of you for tuning in and joining us on this electrifying and mesmerizing journey into the world of the black-eyed children. Your support means everything to us, and we are truly grateful for each and every one of you who takes the time to watch, like, and comment on our videos. If you haven't already, please consider subscribing to our channel for more intriguing explorations into the unexplained, the supernatural, and the mysterious. We're always exploring new topics and stories, and we'd love for you to join us on future adventures. As we continue to uncover the enigmas of our world, we encourage you to maintain an open mind and a healthy curiosity. The unknown can be both fascinating and terrifying, but it is through exploration and understanding that we can better navigate the mysteries that surround us. As we part ways, let your insatiable curiosity continue to fuel your journey, and may an unwavering sense of vigilance guide you through the unknown.